We'll start out today's video with a look at some of the footage from the Mars Perseverance rover. Okay, maybe not, but it sure looked like it to start with, didn't it? Hello everyone, I'm Don Wiley with another look at the construction going on here in the villages. We'll start off this video with a quick look at Sawgrass Grove, then we'll fly over the Laurel Oak 9, the Live Oak 9, and then back over Cason Hammock, and then back up to the village of St. Catherine. There's now a roof on the cart barn, and the market building is going up very quickly. Just beyond it is McCrady's, and the walls are coming up on it. Along the pond is the Clifton Cove Putt and Play. Beyond the pond is the west end of the village of St. Catherine. As we swing back around, we'll take a look at the Azeel Recreation Center. They're putting the shingles on the roof now. Here we have the sports pool and the location for the pickleball courts, the bocce and shuffleboard courts, heading out over the Laurel Oak 9, you can see the sand traps are now full, and they're putting sod around the traps and the greens. Turning to the northwest now, we'll take a look at the Live Oak 9. Both of these 9-hole championship courses are scheduled to have 3 par 5s, 3 par 4s, and 3 par 3s. On the right side of the screen is the village of Cason Hammock. This was shot on Sunday, and the pond on the upper left is now completely backfilled with dirt over the liner, and they've started filling in around the edges. We'll rotate around and fly up over Cason Hammock again. The visibility on Sunday was absolutely perfect, making this flight possible. Here you can see this pond is being filled already. We'll head back over to the start of the Laurel Oak 9, and then turn north again and fly over the village of St. Catherine that's under construction. Here's another look at the Azeel Recreation Center. Coming up is the St. Catherine Postal Station and Neighborhood Recreation Center. Lots of spec homes are being built in St. Catherine, but there's also a lot of open lots for custom-built homes. If you're building one of these custom-built homes and you can't be here to watch it be constructed, give me a call or drop me an email at the address on the screen, and I can arrange to do a home construction package where every week I provide you with a YouTube video showing you the progress of your home being built both inside and out. Each video is custom done, and you can share it with your friends and family. We'll turn back to the northwest once again and head back to Sawgrass Grove as we end this tour of St. Catherine. This is the new Starbucks being built at Trailwinds Plaza. This is taken on a Monday, and there's not a lot of work going on. The picture in the lower right was last week, and there's not a big change. Compared to how things are built by the villages, this CMU building is definitely moving at a very slow pace. Moving on, we'll take a look at the 4th hole on the Mangrove golf course and the rebuild work that's going on that bridge. The support structure for the higher new bridge that's being built is in place at the west end. Other than that, it doesn't appear that there's too much progress yet on this bridge. Now we'll head on over to the Water Lily Bridge, and we'll take a look at the work going on both sides of the bridge. This is what it looked like on Saturday morning. They were busy putting in the concrete. Somebody asked me a question how I got to fly over these people, and I really didn't. You can see it's just the way it's been edited. The original is up in the upper right-hand corner. Many of the shots in my videos are shot like this, so I can get the content I want without jeopardizing anyone's safety. This is back down at the foot of the north ramp. We'll fly over the traffic circle for golf carts that's been built, and then we'll take another view of this same ramp. There's been no public announcement of the actual opening date of this bridge, but at the rate they're working, one would think that they're going to have it coincide with some other significant events that'll be happening soon. But that's just a guess. The last scene was shot on Saturday. This one is shot on Monday, and it appears that all the concrete work is now done on the north ramp. Here's a couple of residents taking the big loop from Brownwood all the way over to Chitty Chatty. This is the south side ramp for the Water Lily Bridge. They recently installed a metal gate across the bottom of the ramp to keep people from going up it. Here you can see the walking path going up to the bridge. My vantage point when I was flying made it a little bit difficult to keep between the palm tree and not be over the ramp at the same time. The walls for the span over the natural gas pipeline are coming along very quickly. It appears that bridge watching in the southern part of the villages has become a popular pastime. We'll take a quick look now at the waterfront area for the Okahumpka Recreation Center and restaurant that's going to be built. We'll venture back now to the village of Hawkins and take a look at the work going on in that village. This is the Hawkins Neighborhood Recreation Center and Mail Station. The Florida Turnpike off in the distance, and we'll rotate to the northwest. We'll head back up towards Warm Springs Avenue. You can see the water treatment plant, and beyond the water treatment plant between it and Warm Springs Avenue is supposed to be a commercial area. This is the west end of the village of Hawkins. It's still in the early stages of construction, but you can see the roads have already been laid out. At the top of the screen is part of the village of St. John's. The layout of this subdivision would indicate that it's going to be courtyard villas or maybe veranda homes. We'll rotate back to the southeast and we'll go look at some more of the village of Hawkins. All of these view sites here in the village of Hawkins are already sold. The veranda and courtyard villa homes shown here aren't up for sale yet, but it won't be too much longer. They're getting very close. That's the village of Bradford at the top of the screen. None of these homes that are bordering Grace Tabernacle Church are up for sale yet either. That's Grace Tabernacle Church in the middle of the screen. Next up, we'll take a look at the village of Hammock at Fenney. This village is along the west side of the Red Fox and Gray Fox golf courses. Here we have the commercial area on the north side of Warm Springs Avenue. They're working like crazy here. From what I saw, there's supposed to be a gas station going in here. I don't know what brand. That wasn't clear in the plans that I saw. This is also a large commercial lot. No idea what they'll build there. We'll head south now over Hammock at Fenney. Once again, you can see that the utilities have been buried, and they've moved on farther south. If you look carefully in the trenching coming up, you'll see the colored potable and reclaimed water lines. A new sign has been installed for the Red Fox and Gray Fox courses, labeling it the Hammock golf courses. I don't know what the hang-up is with Hammock, but it appears in a lot of the village names and many of their business entities. Next up, we'll take a look at the area just south of Brownwood and north of the Water Lily Bridge. A huge number of these over-the-road dump trucks have been bringing in large quantities of the red and gray clay that we see used throughout the villages during their construction. I caught a little bit of video of this because I thought it was interesting to watch how this was being done. We'll follow this truck up to where it dumps its load of gray clay. This truck is getting ready to dump its load. Here's another view of this same stockpile with two more trucks dumping their load, and you can see the backhoe piling it up on the stockpile. This has been going on for quite a few days. That's a tremendous amount of soil. Here's the red clay stockpile. The trucks seem to be alternating back and forth between delivering to these two stockpiles. I watched this go on for about a half an hour with great fascination. This area behind the emergency department is what's scheduled to be the lofts at Richmond. With all this clay coming in, I couldn't help but wonder where it was coming from. So I took the time and I followed a couple of these trucks to see where they were coming and going from. And I'll show you that in just a second. The trucks are all coming out of the big clay deposit in the village of Newell and going up the turnpike and 44, and then back on 44, down Warm Springs, down 501, and back up 470, just to get another load and do it all over again. This is heading northwest, paralleling the turnpike from County Route 470. This is what it looked like last week, and this is this week up in the upper left, last week in the lower right. It's a little hard to tell what's really happening here until you get up to the village of Newell, up at the top of the screen, where they're doing the current excavation. I'll point out the two areas it was at last week and this week. There's also about a 15-foot difference in grade between these 2 points. The current excavation area is about 25 or 30 acres, so it's quite large. You can see where the loading area has moved for the trucks. That wraps it up for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll get immediate notification when new videos are posted. Thanks once again. I'm Don Wiley.